Hopefully I run out of memory on my phone.
Okay, there you go.
Think about how many times you sit down and stand up throughout the day. Now think about your posture while doing so. It's no secret that poor form can lead to chronic back and knee pain. I am a certified personal trainer, and I will demonstrate how to properly perform a squat. I am going to go over the importance of proper form while squatting and describe how poor squatting mechanics can lead to back, hip, knee, and ankle pain. Even though the squat is considered to be a leg exercise, it works just about every major muscle group in the body. Not only that, it mimics a ton of natural movement patterns in everyday life. Squats are one of the most functional movements in our lives, and it is important to learn how to do them correctly. We have been squatting since we were babies, and as we get older and sit in unnatural positions, our squats go from perfect to not so perfect. There are many different types of squats, but I am going to demonstrate a squat with an an all-purpose stance. Before you begin a squat, you want to tighten your core and squeeze your glutes. This creates an external rotation force at the hip, also known as torque. Failure to create this stability will cause unnecessary force on your knees. Stand with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart and point your toes slightly outward. The most important thing to remember while squatting is to keep your shins as vertical as possible and keep your thighs parallel to the ground. This will allow you to channel the power of your hips and hamstrings, resulting in unloading the weight from your knees. Keeping your shins vertical is important, but you must also initiate the squat by loading your hips and hamstrings. You do this by tilting your torso forward and driving your hamstrings back. This allows you to hinge at the hips with a flat back and maintain proper torque throughout your arms and legs. A lot of people will make the mistake of keeping their chest up and reaching their butt back to try to keep their shins vertical, but this causes an overextension of the hips, knees, and ankles. To avoid this, think about sitting your hamstrings back as you initiate into the movement. If you think about reaching your butt back instead, you are more likely to default into an overextended position. Now imagine screwing your feet into the ground with your weight evenly distributed over the center of your feet. People learning to squat will often mistakenly roll up on the balls of their feet. This happens because there is a lack of technique or missing range of motion in the quads, aka you're not very flexible. For proper distribution, center your weight in front of your ankles and keep your entire foot in contact with the ground. If you apply weight to your heels, then your toes will pop up and you can easily become unstable in this position and fall backwards. This especially becomes dangerous if you have weight on your shoulders or in your hands. Next, the positioning of your arms will vary depending on the squat you are doing. Regardless, always set your shoulders in a stable position by creating external rotation. If you are setting up for an air squat, pull your shoulders back while turning your thumbs toward the inside of your body. Do not round your shoulders because this will cause you to arch your back instead of keeping it straight. This results in an unstable spine. This position becomes more critical when you begin squatting with weights. The resulting tension will stabilize your shoulders and activate the muscles across your upper back, leading to a braced neutral spine. You want to make sure that your head and neck are in line with your spine and that you are looking straight ahead, not up or down. Now we're going to show you what a proper squat looks like. Position your feet slightly wider than hip width apart with your toes pointed out. Make sure that your knees do not go past your toes and keep your shins vertical. You must keep your thighs parallel to the ground and keep your spine in a neutral position while looking straight ahead. Making sure that your neck and spine are in line will prevent back injuries. Learning how to brace your spine in a good position eliminates one of the biggest threats to the body, injury to the central nervous system. Now that you know how to properly squat, you can apply this information to your everyday movements. Remember to tighten your core and squeeze your glutes. Keep your shins vertical and your thighs parallel to the ground. Evenly distribute your weight over the center of your feet. Keep your shoulders stable and your back straight. Whether you are picking up groceries, picking up your child, sitting in a chair, or at the gym, learning how to squat is crucial in preventing chronic pain.
Very good.
Yay.
Very informative.